Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Gonna do another whip and chat here with The Colors of Life by Chuck Pinton. Square drill, 52 colors, including one AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. This is a Dreamer Designs version of this canvas, which is no longer available, but there is an alternate or similar rendition of this canvas on the Diamond Art Club website or app if you do like this canvas. Yeah. I just didn't want to have a duplicate canvas for this. But okay, so this is the last part of the gazebo, and of course the camera is not pointed in the corner. Yeah, that's part of the gazebo roof, tree, and then foliage. I've been here for a bit, but you know. Okay, here's 581 green. We're stabbing away at that now, so hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. It's like a rainy, overcast day, and yeah, I think I get seasonal affect disorder when it comes to crappy weather. Just feel like so blah because the sky's not blue and the sun's not out. I don't know, I think it's like a mood thing, or it just rainy days, and then it was like recycling garbage day, and I live by a highway, so it was windy out this morning and the bins kept tipping over, so I had to go pick them up or else they wouldn't have taken them. I had to chase garbage and recycling this morning like 3 or 4 times. It's just one of those days. I've done that a couple times. When I've had days off and stuff, I've had to go and clean up garbage and recycling from the bins that have like tipped over. And then of course, living on a highway, there's transport trucks driving by, and just the slight lift of the recycling bin lid or whatever, the garbage lid, from the wind, or just a slight gust of wind or whatever, it just tips them over. And then of course stuff starts spilling everywhere. Yeah, just sitting in the living room, like drinking coffee and stuff, just having breakfast, and you just hear this thud, and then I just looked out to the curb, and it's just like, 3 or 4 times later, just get back into the house, and like, if not 10 minutes later, thud. Yeah, truck eventually came and like did the bins, but emptied the bins, but it's just so annoying. Garbage and recycling. Then you got like perfectly fine days where the bins just sit there and then the truck comes without any conflict whatsoever, but you just get those days every once in a while where the bins just do not want to. But hey, that's life. It's just my mom and I hanging out today. She was out in the studio here earlier doing stuff. I got distracted by YouTube for like a good 40 minutes. Been on my phone this morning playing match 3 games and just drinking coffee and then going out and dealing with the recycling bins. It's just been one of those mornings. Now it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just like, yeah. Oh, just having a couple days off, it just goes by so quick. I'm just so used to working, being out of the house for most of the day. I'm back to 12-hour shifts at my full-time job because somebody has to be able to operate the equipment to dry egg product. So I had a couple staff in the one department leave, so quit or get fired, etc. So keeping staff for 12-hour shifts to run a dryer is a feat in itself these days. So, but it's just threatening to leave or quit in the department, so it's just... I've worked 12-hour shifts for like ever. I had only recently switched back to 8s for like the second or third time I've been working on my full time, so I just don't even notice working 8 or 12 hours anymore. It's just go to work and it's like I'm here from there to here, and it's just, yeah, I just don't even notice anymore. Alright, yeah, these 3s are kind of scattered here. There was a funny mark on this part of the canvas. It's fine. Yeah, shouldn't affect the adhesiveness of the adhesive. I'm not sure what, probably wax or something that fell on the part of the canvas, but yeah, drills seem to be adhering. So yeah, for this being a fall kind of scene, the leaves in the foliage must be just almost done changing. It's just like a tiny segment of green. There's a lot more orange and reds, a lot more full looking foliage in the canopy of the trees here. It's represented in the background here. So probably like mid to near the end of fall, as depicted in the picture, but yeah, on the canvas. But I'm pretty sure fall is long enough, autumn, fall, whichever you want to call it. It's long enough for the leaves to change color completely on deciduous trees, meaning trees that lose their leaves in the wintertime. The tree sap is drawn into the tree's trunk, and the tree hibernates. I guess the chlorophyll and stuff too. Maybe maybe a bit of chlorophyll from like the leaves recedes into the branches or something. Not sure the biological functionality of a tree works, but tree kind of goes into a rest mode, a deciduous tree, like a maple tree, for example, or an oak tree. Oak tree, maple tree. What other trees are deciduous? Ash. Yeah, there are a few of them. cherry trees, I guess, are deciduous. We have a few evergreens on the property, but a lot of ash trees that are basically dead. Some sort of ash borer kind of bug that digs into ash trees and just slowly kills them or something. So we have quite a few ash trees that are just ready to fall over. There's one by our fire pit that is like broken in half, like the trunk broken in half, and like just half the tree is like on the ground, or just letting them fall. That they're away from the shed and stuff on the property, so any dead ash trees are just going to fall if they're going to, when they want to. Yeah, it's way too expensive to get a tree cutting service in here. It's probably a hefty price per tree for the labor and stuff. It's just, my dad has a chainsaw and stuff, and he has trimmed a few trees that have died. We don't cut down trees that are still alive, of course. We have trimmed branches off some trees that were in not so good positions for cutting the lawn and stuff. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of trees being cut down, but if they're not functioning properly, if they're not alive anymore, yeah, they get cut down. So yeah, fire pit, so we burn dead tree branches and stuff. We get high winds and all that all the time, so branches break off trees. We're like in early spring here in Ontario. Probably most of the northern hemisphere on the North American side of things. Yeah, so they're transitioning back into spring. I think a couple trees are budding now that we still have left on the property. So we have a few trees that are alive, but I'd like to start getting maple trees like on the property. They seem to not get as affected by bugs or whatever. Yeah, and I do like the look of maple trees in the fall, like the nice crimson reds from the leaves. But yeah, it's expensive to get trees to plant to replace the ash ones that are dying. Everything's so expensive, but we need trees to create oxygen and stuff to be able to breathe. But I don't know. I've grown like a maple from like a maple key by burying it in a bit of potting soil or something. I managed to get one maple tree to grow, and I think I have put it outside. I don't remember exactly where I had placed said maple tree. That was a few years ago now. I don't even know if it's still kicking anymore, or it got caught by a lawnmower by accident because it was so small. But yeah, we need more trees. They're a good barrier or keep the soil stabilized, prevent erosion from like high rain rates, high rates of rain. They're residential habitats for squirrels and stuff during the winter. Shade. Good windbreaker. Yeah, prevent snow from drifting onto highways. Yeah, good snow fence kind of thing. Yeah, trees are around for various reasons. Mostly having a breathable atmosphere for the planet. To be able to breathe oxygen as human beings and animals and stuff. So you can never underestimate the need for trees. Like, the more the merrier. Probably like hundreds of years ago, before urbanization and all that, there are probably forests for miles. Just could have been like a gigantic forest at one point. But no, living by a highway is just like a long slab of asphalt, and it had to be clear cut for a couple lanes, and farmers' fields, a whole swath of trees and stuff to grow crops. Just yikes. Need to eat to survive, but what cost for the land, the natural landscape? And then people don't like living in the city, so hey, there's properties just outside of towns, rural, I can't even say it, rural areas. I've always had trouble saying that. English is hard. Oh, you can learn another language. I have enough problems with English some days, so some words even I manage to trip over. So, outside of town with the R is, yeah, that word is hard enough to say as it is, so yeah. I think I'll just stick with struggling with the English that I do know, kind of. Oh yeah, those drills are stuck together. Any drills actually flipped over here? Oh, good. A couple. Okay. Yeah, that's most of the threes. If not all of them. Holy cow. Wishing for half of this canvas pretty good. The roll. Yeah. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to roll this like section of completed canvas the opposite way with the drills facing out, and yeah, to do the rest of the canvas. And I'm going to have to pull the canvas down to get this top section here. Yeah, this canvas is a little tall for my drafting table here. Oh well. This is an 80 centimeters by 60 centimeters, or 31.5 inch by 23.6 wide canvas. Oh, that's a patch of blue sky right there. Maybe that looks blue. Okay. Yeah, just overcast. The wind has calmed down considerably at this point. Yeah, that's blue. I know some stuff, but holy cow. Maybe we'll get some sun yet. It's bright outside. The sun is peeking out somewhere. I see some sunlight reflecting off the vehicles that are driving by. Sun might make a cameo yet. So, oh yeah, I think that's all the threes. If I'm wrong, let's grab 581 again for this section. But getting there. Just, I work a lot. So, being able to sit down and do a whip and jab is an accomplishment these days. Yeah, I do a 12-hour shift tomorrow, back in my full-time. So, yesterday and today off, like Wednesday and Thursday, other words. All good. Just days off are just like a blur. They go by so quick. 12-hour shift, it feels like it drags some of the time. But if you're doing something, if you're actually doing work, you're not looking at the clock, and then the hours kind of go by half decently quick. But I've just worked for so long, just like show up where I need to be, and then yeah, just work. Okay, we got a diagonal bow tie kind of symbol here. What's next? 300. Yeah. 300. Yeah, number 4 there. Yeah, diagonal bow tie. Let's do that. Alright, 300. I'm pretty sure it's a brown. Yep. Yep. Of course. Alright, let's get a full bunch of. Yeah, so 300. Dark brown. Have any more 300? 902. That might be it. 938. That definitely does not look like the 300. Okay. A couple extra bags. Oh, certain colors. 300 probably is not one of them. Okay. Diagonal bow tie. Yeah, shades of brown for the tree trunk basically, and then for the gazebo roof, but those are close to grays and stuff. You get the odd light brown, yeah. Yeah, it's a mixed bag of stuff. It's alright. That's like the 3rd time I've hit the camera. Every time, I'm pretty sure in every whip and shot I hit the camera stand 2 or 3 times. Yeah. It's basically a wire. A really thick wire that's flexible, and then there's a clip. That's my camera stand for this. Oh, low tack, but it works, but I don't have fancy equipment. As long as I can like just basically record for a whip and chat, I'm just very straightforward. Hit record, start diamond painting. Like I can be quiet in some of the whip and chats, but I at least just try to get drills onto adhesive as soon as possible. And yeah, diamond painting. It's just okay. Yeah, I have a parcel of time. Yeah, let's get some. Yeah, let's just hit record and just get some drills on the canvas here. This canvas has been sitting here forever, so I don't know. Yeah, don't mind doing whip and chats. Like, it's fine, but it's just editing doesn't take very long. It's just the uploading. You have to wait a chunk, and then you sometimes get crappy network. Upload speeds are slow, and I've had to wait a couple times to upload WIP and chats. I can only record one at a time. It's the phone space, so a long time ago. It's like, oh, I'm doing half-hour videos now, WIP and chats. I used to do an hour, but the phone's memory just... This is an older phone, so I can't take it. And just to get a phone, just to be able to record WIP and chats, just yikes. Just basic cameraman, and then just upload, be able to do it a lot more often, but it's tricky. Okay, we'll get the 3 dots in a triangle. Oh, 304. That's just the next color down in the list here. Yeah, 304. Yeah, I think there's quite a few of this red, so I'll just fill the tray. That brown, there's only like 3 or so drills. Okay, so here's 304. Okay, and then, yeah, it's just the foliage basically for this red here. Yeah, it's just on the left-hand side here, by the looks of it. Pretty, oh, yeah, okay, there's a couple right here. Yeah, spread out, but mostly on the left-hand side of the section. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, got a couple colors down anyway. Oh, just when I pull up YouTube, oh, I'll just watch a couple shorts, and then a couple hours later, you've watched like 60 of them, and then it just keeps going. It just pulls up YouTube shorts. I'm like, what was I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, WIP and chat. That's what I came out to the studio for. I had to snap myself out of it, look at the time, and go like, yeah, oops. Just easily distracted. Smartphones are just way too easy to access YouTube or play like a game. You just like tap this lock, do your phone code or whatever, and then you're like instantly like doing something on the phone. Yeah, it's just way too easy. Easily distracted. Let's say you should be doing something constructive. Yeah. But like having downtime too. Just constantly forward momentum. Just times where you just sit there and just not hear any noise or anything. That is nice. Just lie in bed or whatever, just not hear anything or not interact with anything. Just a few minutes of just quiet. It need that sometimes. It's a little crazy otherwise. But yeah, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I'll just put that this canvas is no longer available through Dreamer Designs, but check out the Diamond Art Club website for hopefully a similar rendition of this Chuck Pinson piece. If this one's not available, there are other Chuck Pinson pieces on Diamond Art Club. He's pretty he's a regular on Diamond Art Club. Chuck Pinson, he's a licensed artist on there, so artist that has allowed his work to be shared on Diamond Art Club's website and app. he gave permission for his art to be used and turned into canvases like this. So hopefully this is still available. I have been saying that, but I haven't been on the Diamond Art Club website or app. But Chalk Pinson is a fairly popular artist on the Diamond Art Club app website. But anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors, and I'll see you sometime again soon. Bye.